Top-Highlight, Okocha, hier ist er, Okocha, JJ Okocha, immer noch, JJ Okocha, noch ein Dreher, noch einer und drin! Da reißt er sein Trikot vom Leib.
Football is the most popular sport in the world, and Africa without a doubt has produced some of the world's greatest players. These are players who have made Africa as well as their domestic football clubs proud, and they will go down in history as some of the best players to grace a football pitch. Hello guys, it's Alex here for African Glitz, and here are 11 greatest African footballers of all time. Number 11. Lauren. Lauren was a strong and agile player with a decent amount of pace and skill, but unlike most other fullbacks, he could both defend and attack. He often found himself joining in with the Gunners' attack, but he also showed great intelligence, making last-ditch challenges and covering for teammates when needed. It's easy to overlook Lauren, but his achievements speak for themselves. He has won 2 Premier League titles, 4 FA Cups and a Spanish Super Cup. But more incredibly, Lauren was part of an Arsenal team that went undefeated in a season, conceding just 26 goals. Lawrence played international football for Cameroon, where he won the 2000 Sydney Olympics and the Africa Cup of Nations title in 2000 and 2002 respectively. Strangely, however, he has only played 24 times for Cameroon, scoring just 1 goal. Number 10. Bruce Grobbelaar. Whilst he was not the most gifted of goalkeepers in the world, Grobbelaar was arguably one of the most successful. He played in Liverpool's best side during one of the most dominant eras. The highlight though was the 1984 European Cup final and those spaghetti legs. In 14 years at Liverpool, he had won 6 league titles, 3 FA Cups, 3 League Cups and a European Cup winners' medal. Unfortunately though, Grobbelaar's international career didn't match his club success. He made his international debut for Rhodesia as a 19-year-old in a friendly against South Africa in 1977. His final international match was in 1994 for Zimbabwe, formerly Rhodesia, and in the 17 years he only amassed 32 caps. Number 9. Samuel Kuffour. Kuffour is known as being an intelligent and powerful defender who could both read the game and was good on the ball. This was obvious in his time at Bayern Munich, in which he played alongside some of the finest players to grace a football pitch in Lothar Matthäus, Thomas Helmer and Bashente Lizarazu. Kuffour was instrumental in getting Bayern to the Champions League final in the 1998-99 season, missing out in the game's final minutes against Manchester United. Kuffour was seen punching the floor in both anger and disappointment following Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's winner. However, Kuffour made up for this with a victory over Valencia 2 years later and finally lifted the Champions League. He spent most of his career with Bayern, winning 6 Bundesliga titles, 2 German Cups, a Champions League and an Intercontinental Cup, as well as winning African Footballer of the Year in 2001. Despite amassing 54 caps and scoring 3 goals, Kuffour's international career was rather underwhelming. His career seemingly came too early to be part of the fantastic Ghana side that reached the 2010 World Cup quarter-finals. Number 8. Roger Milla. Milla had retired from international football when he received a phone call from the president of Cameroon, Paul Biya. Biya pleaded with him to come out of international retirement and join the national side. He was 38 but agreed and flew out to Italy for the 1990 World Cup. This decision turned out to be a masterstroke as Milla took the tournament by storm and helped Cameroon reach the quarter-finals of the tournament, the first African country to do so, by scoring 4 goals in the tournament. What set Milla up as the star of the tournament was his goal celebration. Roger, at 42, then went on to play in the 1994 World Cup in the USA, becoming both the oldest player at a World Cup Finals tournament and the oldest goal scorer, which is a record that still stands today. Number 7. Kanu. After a fantastic performance in the Under-17 World Championships, Kanu was signed by Dutch giants Ajax in 1993. He made his Ajax debut that year and went on to score 25 goals in 54 appearances. Kanu also came on as a sub in Ajax's 1995 Champions League final win over AC Milan. In 1996, Ajax sold Kanu to Inter Milan for $4.7 million. That summer, he captained the Nigeria side that won gold at the Atlanta Olympic Games. Kanu was also named African Footballer of the Year for 1996. Ecstasy soon turned to agony for Kanu upon his return to Inter, because during a medical, it was found that he had a severe heart defect and needed surgery to correct it. This unfortunately impacted on his playing time for the Italian Giants, and he struggled to force his way into the team. Arsenal handed Kanu a lifeline though in 1999 and signed him for £4 million. He took that opportunity with both hands, becoming an integral part of the team. Later that year, Kanu won African Player of the Year for the second time. Kanu went on to be one of the legendary Arsenal Invincibles, but soon started to see his playing time limited. After 2 seasons with West Bromwich Albion, Kanu made the switch to Portsmouth and enjoyed a UEFA Cup run, scoring against AC Milan and even lifted the FA Cup. Number 6. JJ Okocha. Okocha was a player that lit up the world with not only his footballing skills, but also his passion for the game through his fantastic smile. At Eintracht Frankfurt, Okocha scored the 1993 German Goal of the Year award, scoring a fantastic solo effort. He later signed for Fenerbahce in Turkey and made a name for himself as a free kick specialist. In 1998, Paris Saint-Germain spent £14 million to sign Okocha, making him the most expensive African player in the world at that time. Okocha then moved to the Premier League in England, but raised a lot of eyebrows by signing for the rather unfashionable side of Bolton Wanderers, managed by Big Sam Allardyce. You had 2 polar opposite styles of play, as Okocha's skill and flair was far removed from Allardyce's old school, tough tackling, direct style of football. But it was a match made in heaven. Okocha lit the Premier League up in a way only he could. He was having fun while mesmerising some of the best players in the world with his unbelievable technique. After leaving Bolton, he spent 1 season in Qatar before returning to England and signing for Championship side Hull City after God had told him to. Okocha was an integral part of the Nigerian national side, becoming a fan favourite in only his second game that was a must-win game for the Super Eagles. With Nigeria trailing 1-0 against Algeria, he scored a free kick to equalise before helping the team to a 4-1 win, eventually securing qualification for the first World Cup. Okocha was also part of the 1996 Olympic gold medal winning Nigerian side, playing in the final against the star-studded Argentina. And JJ Okocha was so good that they named him twice. Number 5. Mohamed Salah. Salah is the youngest player on this list at 27, but he is fully deserving of a place. You see, Salah just cannot stop scoring for both club and country. Salah is predominantly known for his speed, movement, clinical finishing, dribbling skills, first touch and control. Salah started his playing career in Egypt, and it was a chance game playing for Egypt's under-23s against Swiss outfit Basel. Basel quickly offered him a place at their training camp and eventually offered Salah a contract. In Switzerland, he helped the club win the league in his debut season, winning the Swiss Golden Player in the process. While playing in the Champions League, Salah scored the equaliser against Chelsea in the 2-1 away win in the group stage. In the return fixture, Salah scored the winning goal as Basel beat Chelsea for the second time with a 1-0 home win. This was enough to convince Chelsea to sign Salah for £11 million. Sadly though, due to Chelsea having a star-studded team, Salah's chances were limited, and he was unable to cement a place in the team despite showing some real promise. He was eventually signed by Roma after impressing on loan. Having a fantastic season with Roma, scoring 15 goals in 31 games, this attracted Liverpool, who bought Salah for €42 million. At Liverpool, he made an immediate impact, scoring in his debut and going on to net 44 goals in 52 games in all competitions, which earned him the PFA Player of the Year award. At the time of recording, Salah has scored an incredible 41 goals in 61 games for the Egyptian national side. He just cannot stop scoring and is well on course to becoming one of the best African footballers to grace the world of football. Number 4. Yaya Toure. Toure is a complete and versatile midfielder who can play in several midfield positions and was regarded as one of the best midfielders in the world. He is known for his pace, stamina and physical presence, which is often combined with great runs from midfield. He is gifted with great technique and ball control, although he also excels defensively at breaking down opposing attacking plays. He can be found supporting attacking play with fantastic effect, which is reflected in his goal tally for Manchester City, scoring an impressive 59 goals in 230 games. That's roughly 1 in every 4 games. Toure started his footballing journey with Belgian club Beveren. His career went from strength to strength, having success at Olympiacos, Monaco, Barcelona, and then having the best stint of his career at Manchester City, taking the blue half of Manchester to the next level. Toure has been a regular member of the Ivory Coast side since his debut in 2004. In 2014 he was named captain after the retirement of the legendary Didier Drogba. Toure has represented the Ivory Coast at 6 Africa Cup of Nations tournaments. He has also appeared in 3 World Cups and amassed 101 caps, scoring 19 goals in his international career. Number 3. Didier Drogba. Drogba is a player that divides opinion. To some, he is a strong, talented leader who could score from anywhere in the opponent's half, and to others, well, Drogba is a player that's more bothered about diving to win free kicks or a penalty. One thing that's never in doubt, however, is his successful career that is full of accolades and trophies. Drogba grew up moving between the Ivory Coast and France, and in 1997 he joined to Le Mans FC. In his second season, he signed as a professional footballer. Drogba eventually signed for Marseille, where he finished as the 3rd highest scorer in the 03-04 season with 19 goals. He also helped the club to the UEFA Cup final in a match they would unfortunately lose. It was then in July 2004, Drogba moved to Chelsea for a club record £24 million, making him the most expensive Ivorian player in history. In Drogba's debut season, Chelsea won their first league title in 50 years. A year later, he won another Premier League title, and his displays saw him named in the FIFA World 11 for 2007. In 2012, he became the first African player to score 100 Premier League goals, which cemented his place as one of the best strikers in the world. An Ivory Coast international from 2002 until his retirement in 2014, Drogba captained the national side from 2006. He's on the nation's all-time top goal scorer with 65 goals from 105 appearances. He led the Ivory Coast to the 2006 World Cup in their first appearance in the tournament and also scored their first goal. This was such a fitting achievement for the talisman of the Ivory Coast. Number 2. George Weah. In his prime in the 1990s, Weah was regarded as one of the best strikers in the world. He was known for possessing high speed, work rate, stamina and an eye for goal, as well as his physical and athletic attributes. He had a great footballing brain and was praised for his technical ability and creativity by many footballing personalities. After beginning his career in his home country of Liberia, Weah spent 14 years playing for clubs in France, Italy and England. It was Arsene Wenger who first brought him to Europe, signing him for Monaco back in 1988. Weah moved to PSG in 1992, where he won the French League title in 94, and also became the top scorer in the 94-95 Champions League tournament. This form was enough to secure a switch to European giants AC Milan, where he spent 4 successful seasons, winning Serie A twice. It was at AC Milan where he scored that goal, in which he ran the length of the pitch and finished by rifling the ball into the bottom corner against Verona. George Weah was also the first non-European to win the prestigious Ballon d'Or award back in 1995. And number 1, Sami Eto'o. Eto'o first started his career at Real Madrid at the tender age of 16. It was only when he was on loan at Mallorca that he shined and signed for them on a dual registration basis. In 2003, Mallorca won the Copa del Rey, beating Recreativo 3-0, with Eto'o scoring twice. Showcasing his speed, strength, work rate, flair and eye for goal, Eto'o soon attracted the attention of Europe's top teams. Eto'o signed for Barcelona and enjoyed an incredible success in his 5 seasons, playing 199 games and scoring an impressive 130 goals. As a Barcelona player, Eto'o won 3 La Liga titles, a Copa del Rey, 2 Super Cups and 2 Champions League trophies, a treble of which was just before he left Barcelona. Incredibly, in 2009, Eto'o was part of a swap deal that took Zlatan Ibrahimovic to Barcelona for himself and €45 million going the other way to Inter Milan. Inter got the best deal as Eto'o was phenomenal. He had to switch his style of play and had to work hard in Inter's side. Despite not scoring as many goals as he had at Barcelona, he played arguably his best football for the Nerazzurri. His hard work paid off as Inter Milan won a treble and Eto'o became the first player ever to win consecutive trebles at different teams. In his 2 seasons at Inter, Eto'o won 6 trophies and also the attention of newly super rich Russian side Anzhi, with whom he signed for and was reported to be earning a colossal €20 million per season after tax. His time there was mostly uneventful and he soon found himself at Chelsea and discovered some of his past form, with his highlight being a fantastic hat-trick against Manchester United, but it was clear to see that his career was winding down. Eto'o won 2 Cup of Nations tournaments, Olympic gold and represented Cameroon in 3 World Cups. A 4-time African Footballer of the Year, Eto'o was also featured in the top 3 on a further 4 occasions. He is a true legend of the game and easily the greatest African footballer of all time for now. So there you have it. These are African Glitz's 11 greatest African footballers of all time. Without a doubt, opinion in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If this is your first time watching one of our videos and you enjoyed it, why not check out our channel for more entertainment stories? And don't forget to click the subscribe button for more videos from African Glitz. Thanks for watching and catch you on our next video.